TiggPolitics back again, baby. Before we get too deep, man, I say this every time, and I know y'all probably like, he say this every time, because I do. Make sure you contact me so I can get y'all information on how to make money, save money, and build generational wealth. I'm going to keep preaching this every time I start these videos out, because y'all watching me, and y'all watching these videos. But I'm over here living proof. I'm living off the systems that my financial service advisor has given me access to. I'm sorry, y'all. But I would love for you guys to definitely also join and become a part of this. This is amazing. These are things that I wish my ancestors or relatives from the past would have known, because it would have definitely benefited everybody right now. But in order to literally learn about these different systems and financial services that are available to everyone, yeah, click the link in the description, because there's gonna be a link for you to schedule that. What else? That's it. That's all I got right now. I don't have any merch as of right now. I'm working on getting some merch, and y'all, I just want you to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm about to get some merch coming. Oh, but I do got these bracelets. My girl make them. My girl make these. I remember a while back I was doing these too, but my girl still makes the bracelets. She charged $5 per. I think, no, that's if you get them. If you get a lot of them. If you get 10, she do 10 for $5 a piece. So 10 for 50. So if you buy 10 of these, 10 bracelets like this, I think it'll be 50 for this style too. 50. So if you're interested in getting you some chakra bracelets, she also makes other designs as well. She don't just make one design. Hold on, let me see. Okay, she might have took the other one. Damn, my neck hurt, boy. But yeah, if you're interested, contact me. You could pay through Cash App as well. More than likely that'll have to come to the TiggPolitics Cash App, the family Cash App. But just put and if you end up getting one, or buying one, pre-ordering or whatever, how can I say it? Contact us first. Just contact TiggPolitics Instagram, and we'll talk about the details, because we gotta ship it out. We want to make sure that everything goes according. Cause we only ever shipped one time. You know what I'm saying? And when we shipped, it was $10 to ship. $10 to ship. I can't remember how many it was. I don't know. It wasn't no shipping fee, so to say. I don't think, was it? I can't remember. But anyway, we'll talk about the details. If y'all interested in these, just contact us on the TiggPolitics Jank. Right now, we finna get into this video, man. It's Noah Jacob TV. Avatar's dark secrets get exposed. He always giving us, just the Illuminati stuff. So let's get into it.
Welcome back to the channel. In this video right here, we have dark origins of Avatar, secrets exposed, plus shocking Easter eggs. Now, I appreciate the person who did send this to my Instagram DMs. If you guys want me to watch any videos that we can watch together, you can send it to my Instagram DMs. My Instagram is right here. But without further ado, let's get straight into this.
And I don't think they realized that it was by design a kind of Trojan horse.
It was by design a kind of Trojan horse.
And I was so delighted to come on board and be part of this cast and be part of telling this story, which is about sort of finding the hero in all of us. And yet it's so completely different from any other story you've ever seen or heard about.
Is it really different than any other story you've ever heard?
I know Avatar 2 came out, and I'm pretty sure it's still the highest selling ever. I haven't watched it yet though.
James Cameron is back. He is a director and writer for Avatar. It has become the highest-grossing film of all time. It replaced the second highest-grossing film, which James Cameron also made. That was Titanic.
James Cameron is the director of the highest-grossing movie of all time, Avatar, the highest-grossing movie of all time, which topped his other highest-grossing movie of all time, Titanic. So I think if an enemy was in this world, or if a...
How has Shopify enabled your business to scale? Shopify has enabled my business to scale in so many ways, from getting product to customers in terms of integrating seamlessly with our warehouse, to integrating seamlessly with the various platforms that we use to run ads. It also has allowed us to ship overseas. And there are some big markets that we've been able to move into because of the Shopify integrations. Start your free trial today with Shopify.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first. Watch this. I can show you how to get the sweetest deals online when you shop from major retailers like Amazon and Target. You can drop prices automatically. I can show you how, but I can't do it for you. People are saving real money doing this. $160 million in the last year. Across thousands of different retailers, you'll immediately see this. See what I mean? You'll see better prices you had no idea existed. And you don't even have to ask. They just show up automatically. Download this free tool that'll give you access to the deals. Just click, click. Done. That's it. Simple. It takes all of 10 seconds, and there's no need to enter any personal information. There's no technical mumbo jumbo. It's that easy. What are you waiting for? It takes less than 30 seconds to start saving. And this is all 100% free.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. I was so unprofessional.
A world ruler wanted to use something to manipulate the minds, to change the mindset of the masses. He would probably use something like
business going, y'all.
Number one top-selling movie of all time. Listen to what Cameron says right out of his own mouth. This is not my own words. This is what James Cameron, the director of Avatar, Titanic, and many more, Terminator, this is what he's saying out of his own mouth.
Telling a story that was simple in an archetypal manner.
I mean, the film, I think, was dismissed by some critics as being too simplistic, too familiar a story, just a sort of Pocahontas story.
That located them comfortably so they could have an emotional reaction.
So he's literally telling you that he's created this simplistic story that's kind of familiar to put you in a comfortable state, to get ready to receive his agenda, to get ready to receive the message that he has put into this movie as a Trojan horse. This is what he said.
You know, my focus was on the design, the fabric of the world, the feeling evoked by the watching.
When people have that within the film, they feel a sense of moral outrage. So
a sense of moral outrage. The movie evokes emotion, he said. So when you watch the movie, it's evoking a sense of moral outrage. But wait a minute, movies don't have an effect on us, do they? But yet he's telling you, I have an agenda, I have a message, I'm investing millions of dollars into this entertainment that it's packaged in as a Trojan horse, and you're going to sit down and be comfortable and watch it because it's going to change your mind about things.
By design, a kind of Trojan horse to allow you to deal with a very familiar and simple plot line that has these other layers and textures to it, which was my focus.
That is dealing with social, political, cultural, environmental themes.
He said his entire focus about making the Avatar movie was these layers of themes of cultural and social and political and environmentalist agendas. He said, I never had to make another movie. I was set. When I made Titanic, the highest grossing movie of all time, but he said he made Avatar because he wanted to put a message in there, an emotional message wrapped up in this Trojan horse of entertainment to invoke a certain emotion out of people that's going to stir up a moral outrage. That's what he said.
And there are religious and spiritual themes
Right.
throughout.
Absolutely.
When
And they're there by design. They're not accidental.
all the Christian mythology is there, the Buddhist principles are there, then you come up with the Egyptian mythology. So I don't know, I mean, I know that you could not have done this without a conscious understanding of many of these principles, but in terms of the ecumenicism of it and the universality of these principles, I thought was amazing.
I wanted that environmental theme in there. I wanted.
You know, it's very interesting because when I first watched Avatar, it was so long ago. Like I said, I didn't watch the second one, but back then, like, I really wasn't awake, like, to the reality of, like, Jesus or, you know, like, the spiritual realm. So it would be really interesting with me watching it now because I could probably point out the specific things that they're talking about.
Kind of spiritual themes in there.
He said, yes, that was by design. That was not an accident that these spiritual things are tied into the movie. People all the time say, why do you make everything about the Bible? Why do you look so deep into it? It's not that deep. It's just a movie. It's just entertainment. He's telling you all this stuff was by design. I wanted those spiritual things in there. And she said, oh, it had all the Christian mythology and the Buddhist principles. Well, why wasn't it Christian principles? Why'd you have to call it mythology? I just think it's interesting that she even picked up on the ecumenicalism of it. That this movie is supposed to enrage you about climate change, about the environment, but it's also tying in all the religions need to unite together and ecumenicism. So we know prophetically that there is going to come a time when there's a one world religion. What is going to unite all the world together? We already see the push with this whole ecumenical, environmentalist, green movement. The movement of green movement, because we need some kind of crisis that's going to affect the entire world. A crisis that's going to affect every person on Earth. And what is being pushed as that crisis? Climate change.
And demanding that President Biden declare a climate emergency.
The climate crisis is really happening, and if we don't act now, we will be affected on the future, and we, the kids, will be the one that will pay the consequences.
They also glued themselves to the window and the floor next to the car while shouting about the need to address the climate crisis.
We're using these actions to get media attention because we need to get people talking about this now. My soup video has now got 50 million views. People around the world are talking about it because this conversation needs to happen now.
If it got out that there was an environmental message to this film, it would cost us 50% of our box office.
If it got out, if the secret got out of the bag that there was an agenda in this movie, it would cost us half the tickets. So we had to keep it a secret that there was an agenda in the movie.
So I threw everything I had at getting it, at making it a great piece of entertainment, and that was the 3D and the CG and the creating the world and everything I knew how to do, every trick I knew to get people to come to a theater, and then every trick I knew as a filmmaker to.
Here's why Audible is a great side hustle, because
he had messages in Avatar. I don't know if they saying the first one was clearly like people coming to take over the planet.
I had to throw in every trick I knew as a director, as a producer, every trick, deception, to get people to come to a theater to watch something that looks like entertainment because it's packaged that way. So for anyone that says it's just entertainment, you're looking too deep into it. Bring a sense of urgency out of you, trying to get you to wake up. Now here's a news clip that shows people that after they saw the Avatar movie, they had this post-Avatar depression syndrome.
Check out this comment left on a fan website. Here it is. When I woke up this morning after watching Avatar for the first time yesterday, the world seemed gray. It was like my whole life, everything I've done and worked for, lost its meaning. Lost its meaning after watching this movie. That's what's going on here. Call in. I want to hear from you. How widespread is this phenomenon where people are feeling depressed? And I guess the way In layman's terms, they see
Yeah,
this.
like I said, I didn't watch the movie in so long. I remember when I watched it, it was a great movie because, like you said, it was just very engaging. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but I honestly forgot the plot. But people are feeling depressed after this, with him also making mention of there being purposeful spiritual practices within the movie.
And especially if they see it in 3D, they're really feeling it, and then their world is not this, so that's what's leading to the depression in a nutshell.
It is indeed, and I think the depression is widespread enough that it is an actual phenomenon. There were over 1,000 posts on how to deal with post-Avatar depression on one of the Avatar fan forums, and that's just one of many fan forums where people have gotten together to talk about how they felt, just like that one commenter said, very depressed. They felt like the world was gray and flat after waking. Waking up after seeing Avatar.
Felt like the world was flat.
I had to see somebody video
Anyway,
real quick.
on one forum, one Avatar forum, there was over 1,000 posts about dealing with post-Avatar depression, and that was just on one website.
Hold on real quick, let me close this video out. Okay, y'all, that's the end of this episode. If you want to watch the rest of this video, there it is right there. That's my boy Noah Jacobs, TiggPolitics. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. If you want to get at me about financial services, link can be in the description so you can schedule an appointment. We can sit down real quick, briefly, and talk about it. And I'm out. My girl called me. You did.